Hello, good day, my SM viewers. This is Satellite Media. Mr. Chinedu Michael, let us examine the statement that came from Nnamdi Kanu'S wife, accusing Simon Ekpa of frustrating the effort to release her husband. And these are God people talking. And what does it mean for the actualization of Biafra and the release of Nnamdi Kanu himself?
Yes, I think for me, the wife of Nnamdi Kanu, if I can remember her name, she has shown that she's in full support of the husband. Whatever the travail the Nnamdi Kanu is going presently now, you know that there's going to be light at the end of the day. There's no doubt about that. There's going to be light at the end of the day. She is a very where Nnamdi Kanu married her is not very far from Afaruku anyway. Nnamdi Kanu has consistently, tell the whole world where he come from, his kinsmen, his villagers, his father, his brothers, everything about his background is on the open. The whole world, the Nigerians, Biafrans, everybody knows that, But Simon Ekpa, for me, I think he's gradually trying to, get himself to order compared to, what we are hearing about him before. But the issue is that, where I'm having, I could not to say that I'm having reservation is, when is it, at that point in time, we are seeing Nnamdi Kanu trying to make move for he's trying to impose lockdown, trying to bring out some harsh policies, trying to impose some certain things that a lot of people are not comfortable with. But he's still saying that he is going to continue to do it because he's trying to create continue to mount pressure on the federal government,
Talking about Simon Ekpa.
Yes, I'm talking about Simon Ekpa currently now. I'm going to return to the issue, but I want to give viewers, especially those who are going to watch this video, to understand clearly, that there is a serious issue that needs to be cleared because, we remember that when Nnamdi Kanu came to court, he said, "Who is that person?" You made a kind of statement. Who is that person who is threatening? When he says something and somebody will come and thwart it. We don't know actually what that statement really means, but Nnamdi Kanu is a very meticulous person, careful, calculative, focused. He knows how to manage everything around him politically. That's why he becomes a master. All of a sudden, Nnamdi Kanu is a master. Anything that has to do with modern Biafran agitation, Nnamdi Kanu is number one all over the world. Number one, celebrated all over the world. That one is very clear. But if you look at the angle, when I look at the way Simon Ekpa plays his game, it reminds me of what transpired in South Africa, when Nelson Mandela was just being, going it the way it's supposed to be, trying to get the world to understand into the apartheid saga as at that time. But Steve Biko, Desmond Tutu, they said, how can we continue to look at this white minority killing black majority and nothing's been done? And Steve Biko said, no, I'm not going to be part of this ANC movement. I'm going to distance myself. And from there, he formed an arms wing. Listen, it can happen. Go and read the Long Walk to Freedom. He formed an arms wing of the ANC as at that time. So Steve Biko led the South African men, you understand, against the ravaging bullet of the white minorities at that time. And resistance, serious resistance came, even though that Nelson Mandela, Madiba, was actually against what, because he believed that he can achieve it, through the process he has already embarked on. But because of the killing, we must understand that because of the killing, Sibiko said no. That's what Tutu supported, and the movement, they got themselves, equipped, armed. Of course, let me put it that it becomes an armed struggle, and before you know it, there was serious resistance, and they were able to subdue the white minority in South Africa.
Okay, am I free to say?
I'm coming to that. We have seen Nnamdi Kanu maintaining, international UN required standard for agitation. Beautiful. celebrated all over the world, including American and Britain, acknowledged that IPOB is not a terrorist organization. It's only a terrorist organization in Nigeria. Outside Nigeria, it's not a terrorist organization. But though court has already quashed that. But the essence of having a Nigerian military force invading a palace where 28 people was killed, and they are still killing Biafrans till today, bros, no.
But the question I wanted to ask, based on your assertion and analysis, am I free to say you are endorsing approach of Simon Ekpa?
No, what I'm saying is, you understand, I have been an advocate of non-violent agitation because that is what Nnamdi Kanu brought to the table.
But is Simon Ekpa's own at variance with that?
Simon Ekpa is also pursuing his own based on his own ideology, that is also non-violent. That is also, we must take it, that is also non-violent. But he said, it made it very clearly that he cannot stand the Fulani military, Fulani jihadists in Nigerian military, targeting Igbos, killing them, killing Biafrans, all in the name of what they are asking for self-determination, which is legal.
Okay, will you now advise Simon Ekpa to come down to Nigeria to answer allegation of?
Bros, it's not going anywhere. And let them go to Finland and pick him. I don't know where he is saying. Where are they making us? Finland, Europe. Let them go to Finland and pick him. The one they did in Buhari and his men did in Kenya. What has happened? Haven't they lost it even in the court? No, I'm asking now. Let them face it. If they are enjoying bilateral relationship with Finland, let them go to Finland. As simple as that. Or let Finnish government bundle Simon Ekpa and brought him back to Nigeria. It's very clear. There's no two ways about it. Then we look at the consequences. But the fact still remains that the guy has suddenly become an invisible actor. That knows how to jet at any point in time against any forces that are attacking the Biafran movement anywhere in the world. He understands that. I can tell you that about 5 of his international lobbies, mainly Americans, have already captured the seat of Washington as I'm talking to you now. So Simon Ekpa has already told the line, the footsteps that has been, taken by Nnamdi Kanu before he was, kidnapped in Kenya. So he's trying to explore those links. And let us not understand that, he said he's the Biafran prime minister in exile. That is self, nobody made him that. We agreed. What I know is that he is Nnamdi Kanu's disciple.
Can you look at Simon Ekpa in the face and tell him that nobody made him prime minister?
What do you mean? What do you mean that? Bro, if you are talking about Biafra is not for charity.
But can you look at
listen, I'm coming to that. I'm going to answer a question. Don't ask me whether yes or no. You don't put words into my question. I'm the one that will respond to it. Yes or no. What is the meaning of that? So what I'm saying is that I'll give it to you bit by bit. Don't say yes or this is not a matter of case, yes or no. I can never be a part of somebody sitting. You are not a tyrant. You are not a dictator. How can you sit down and say you are who made you? You voted.
You accuse him of dictatorship, of tyranny.
Listen to me. I'm trying to tell you, there are certain things you can do to power your agitation, and that's what he's doing. When the course it becomes very clear, we will now sit down and look at issues. But as at now, you don't put yes or no because the guy is already in motion. He's fighting. There's no doubt about that. He's doing. Yes, I did. I don't know whether it was on this platform. I said it. I said, move out a bit from this autopilot something. Let us begin to have bilaterals. Let us begin to have diplomatic relationship. Let us begin to talk to countries. Let us begin to get people to show solidarity to their Biafran cause, and that's what he's doing.
But at the point, Simon Ekpa himself was quoted to have hired a lobbyist who is based in Washington DC. Washington DC. Of course, a former congressman of the United States of America. Do you commend him for that? 500%,
1 million times because that is what I wanted. Leave this 1 million sit out. No, we don't need it. We need to get nations, countries, powerful nations to show solidarity for the restoration, because that's the hope of a black man. This Nigeria is already at the point of 1 minute silence. There's no two ways about it, and you can see what Danjuma is saying. They're all already preparing.
No, I think so that we can go into the 1 minute silence. No, don't worry.